Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is the finale. I guess next week will be the, reunion, hopefully. So let's get started. This was a crazy episode. I was like, whoa, Erica Mena. And then we have none other than, Rich Dollaz. He's on every Love and Hip Hop, he's on Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Rich Dollaz makes his way around, and plus he's here to confront Erica Mena because she's his old hoe. I'm like, oh no. And then Stevie J trying to, jump up in Sean's face and try to get it going. I'm like, oh no. And then we have none other than, Miss Tommie show up in her lime green, which I love the lime green. She got her ass all out. So she want us to take her seriously. But I wish her the best, like OMG. And then Jessica Dime done had her baby girl looking all beautiful. But what's up with her fiance Sean? How come we get to see, Jessica family, Jessica Dime's family, her mother and father? Where is Sean's mother and father at? Where they at? How come they ain't on TV representing? What's good with that? We finally got to see Bambi and Scrappy show up in all white. I was like, uh-oh. And then we get to see Erica, Scrappy O's baby mama. She's up in the picture. She must feel salty not being on the show. I know I would if I was her. I'm like, whoa. So let's get it started. So Stevie J meets up with Rich Dollaz, and he wants to talk to Rich Dollaz about Erica Mena because he wants Rich Dollaz to actually check her, put her in a place, do something with Erica Mena, which is like real childish. And it's even childish for Rich Dollaz to come through, but Rich Dollaz is not going to miss out on an opportunity to be on another, Love and Hip Hop franchise. He's not going to miss a chance. So he's there. He's talking. He actually looks like he's taking care of himself with his diabetes. And so he was like, yeah, she can't sing. She can't lick a tune. She can't sing a tune at all. I tried to get her voice lesson. She wasn't serious. She wasn't serious about her career. She could have made it in the business. She could have had some hot tunes. She haven't had a song, and since I took the song I gave to her, so you didn't give her a song. Since you took the song you gave to her and then gave it away. So they're meeting up, and basically they're gonna show up to to shooters rally, an event which supposed to be for peace, and they're gonna want to run up on Erica Mena. So none of these events that they be having, they talk about they don't want no drama there, they want drama there. So they're gonna go to his event with drama. Like, okay, come on, what's up with that? And so they're gonna get there, and it's gonna be crazy. And so we get Mimi, Estelita, Ciara, and then Erica. And actually, they're having a conversation. They're talking about what went down at Estelita's performance. And basically, they're talking about, Keely. They're talking about, Britney. And they're talking about Erica Mena because Erica Mena was, like, really acting up like she was, like, terrible at the showcase and pouring wine and, Spice's shoes when she's supposed to be trying to pour wine or beer, liquor, and, just Britney's shoes. And they was talking about how, Erica Mena went at it with Stevie J's daughter, how it was bad for business. The daughter read the DM with Savannah wanted to get at Erica Mena. Erica Mena was kind of instigating the situation. So Estelita was like, well, if Estelita's like, if Erica Mena want to like amend this and we can do squashes and let bygones be bygones, I'm ready for that. I was like, oh, that's cool, that's wonderful. And then we have Ciara, talking about that she wants to go to Shooter's son's, event rally, but Keely's gonna be there, but she's gonna go there anyway. So if she sees us, she sees us. See her. I'm just like, damn, it's just like nothing but violence and drama going on at this rally when it's supposed to be peace. Y'all adults should be ashamed of your damn self using Shooter's event that's supposed to be for peace and love to, have your little drama go on. But I guess it gotta be what it gotta be, So they gotta do it somewhere in order to get this episode of his son, rallying, trying to bring peace and remove gun violence in the hood and bad neighborhoods and things like that. He had to endure, like, this going on. That baby don't look nothing like Kurt, not one bit, not at all. He don't look nothing like Kurt. So there we go with that situation. Then we have Shooter, he's walking through the cemetery to put a flowers on his son's, you know, headstone, which is really sad for him to bury his young son. And it's just really awful. The black on black crime is just awful. You know, if we can just all teach our kids, you know, to try to solve things other ways. And if each and every kid out here just had someone that was an adult, somebody that was mature, someone that could be in their life to just guide them the right way and try to shield them from violence and try to change their neighborhood. That's why it's very important to buy property in your neighborhood. Buy property, and then you can put the people you want to in there, and you can change your neighborhood and make it a better neighborhood, especially if you buy property, because now you're a property owner and you can control the things around you a lot more than just being a resident. I mean, just being a renter. And you know, there's so many people out here trying to kill African Americans and black people and indigenous people and Moors, that, you know, we can't kill ourselves, but it's something that is systematic racism and things that started a long time ago, and that's why we have the violence in our community, and it's just the way things are set up. So moving on from that, we get to Jessica's Dime's baby shower. It looks nice. It looks elegant. Her mother there. Her father's there. Even Delicious is there. Dawn is there. Did you see Dawn? Dawn was there with them braids. You see that white dress she had on? Where did she get that dress from? Where did she get that? Did she go to the flea market and get that dress? Why did Dawn come there looking like that? Usually Dawn is dressed to the T, but not this time, not this day. And so, you know, everybody's congratulating Jessica Dime, and they're just so happy for her, and she looks beautiful, and I'm happy for her too as well. And so now we get to the drama. And the drama is going to be between Stevie J and Sean Garrett. The drama is going to be between them two. So Sean Garrett sitting at the table with Mama D, I think Mimi and Jock, and probably somebody else, Estelita maybe. And then Stevie J joins the table, and he starts to talk about Erica Mena. He starts to talk about this DM that he got from Erica Mena. And, you know, Mimi was like, oh, so what happened? What are you talking about? What DM? What happened? And it's like, oh, and Stevie J's reading the DM, and she's calling him bitches and things like that. And then Mama D was like, she called you a bitch? That ain't right for her to call you no bitch. Oh, no. And it's like they're instigating, and Stevie J's using them to instigate too as well. Sean Garrett is sitting there knowing that right now he has been set up. He officially have been set up by VH1, where he's sitting at the table, and he knew it was coming. So he had to put on his big boy pants and deal with the situation. And Stevie J was like, yo, so, you know, she's calling me this, she's calling me that. And so Mama D was like, oh, no, she's saying you this. And then Mama D's like, Stevie J was like, I just only asked if she can sing. That's all I did ask. And so that's what Mama D, can she sing? Have anybody heard her sing? Does she have a song out? It's like they instigate him straight up. So when that situation goes down, and then Stephen J was like, only person I could have told her I said anything is you over there, homeboy, because, you know, he was like, so what happened? So Sean was like, yo, I told her what I told her, you know, what you said. I told her what we talked about. And then Stevie J was like, we supposed to keep that between us, man and man, boss and boss, producer, you know, let the artist be. You're not supposed to tell him that. And Sean was like, nah, miss me with that. Sean was like, I'm not really trying to hear that. I told her what you said. And he was like, so Stevie J was like, yeah, you told her what I said. You instigated. And Stevie J was just like, yo, then that's when Jock jumps in, and Jock was like, yo, listen, I can't get between the both of y'all. Y'all are too big for the situation. I can't stop. I can't step in. And Stevie J, Stevie J said, man should act like man. Are you a man or whatever? He's coming at him. He's not really disrespecting him. And Sean was like, yo, Sean is getting upset. Sean was like, yo, move out the way, Jock. What's up? What's up? So Sean is ready to go in. He's ready. He was like, yo, it's going to be what it's going to be. Because Stevie J's instigating the situation, kind of like throwing little small shots at him. And so they're about to go at it. They're about to get into it. And then that's when security guard rushes and take both of them. And so Stevie J's with his security guard. He got a hell of a lot of security guards. And and Stevie J's calling Sean Garrett like, you should be a man. And you put on that skirt on that bitch, basically calling them names. Sean Garrett's like, listen, I'll beat you down. I'll beat your ass. And blah and third. So this is all stemmed from Erica Mena. It would be more wise for Sean Garrett to actually not tell Erica Mena what was going on, and actually just do music with her, because he knows that she's going to be erratic and she's going to go off and she's going to confront Stevie J, and then therefore Stevie J she's gonna put him in the middle. So now he has confrontation with Stevie J. He has a problem with him because Erica Mena took the information that Sean Garrett gave her. You know, he was possibly trying to look out for her, but you gotta be wise who you look out for. You can't look out for everybody. You can't look out for somebody that's wild and crazy and will use your name in the middle of shit, because then now you got beef. Now what if this wasn't no TV shit? Now she put your name in some shit and you walking through town or you walking through the mall, and the people that she confronted see you and run up on you, and then boom, you don't even know what happened to you. You know, you gotta watch what you fucking do these days. You don't know what's gonna happen. Don't get yourself caught up in a situation where you can lose your life, because you can easily lose your life today in 2018. Ask all the fallen soldiers, and you don't want to lose your life over no drama. You just want to die of natural causes. But since this is TV, there's security and there's protection. So I don't know. So they exit, you know, Sean Garrett. He leaves and Stevie J stays on set. I guess because Stevie J is a main character and one of the stars of the show, so he gets to stay and Sean Garrett got to leave. And, you know, so Sean Garrett was like, I want to apologize to you, Sean, or whatever. And then Stevie J, oh, look at this Denzel Washington ass mother effer. You're an actor. But then Stevie J turns around and do the same thing and apologize to as well. Sean was like, it's all right, Stevie, it's cool, no problem. And Jessica Diamond just sitting there. If that was the old Jessica Diamond, she would have been, why are you heifers up in my place fighting my place and my event fighting? But Jessica was just like, whatever, it is what it is. You know, they was able to film the scene of, you know, Jessica Diamond and her baby shower with everybody being there, so everybody got a chance to get camera time. It was really nice to see Bambi. She looked so pretty and white. And Delicious, I haven't seen Delicious in years because I don't follow on IG, but she looked good. You know, she was doing her thing. Mama D looked good with her purple hair too as well, chilling like a villain. And Ciara wasn't there, and BK wasn't there because they was not trying to get into no drama. And so moving on from that situation, so now they got beef, so we don't know if we're going to see Sean Garrett next season or not. If Erica's going to be on, I guess Erica and Sean Garrett are going to make, you know, like they're going to make some fake music or whatever. And if Carly Rae gets back with him, but right now we don't know. And then the rumor is that Stevie J is not supposed to be coming back to Love and Hip Hop because of what he did to Erica Mena. I don't know if that's true. That was just out there in these streets. I don't know if it's true. It was out there in the internet streets, internet place of business. So we'll see what happens with that situation. Because I think he used the F-bomb. He used the F-bomb on the child. So I don't know if they're going to try to use that against him for him not to be able to be on the show at all, point blank, period. But, you know, she shouldn't have came after Stevie J's daughter. Stevie J's daughter shouldn't have been in the mix. Oh, none of that shouldn't have happened. Erica should have just, you know, Erica came on for the shits. And she came for trying to get with Tommie. And she seen that didn't work. And then she just started, you know, like getting into Estelita's business. Because Estelita put her in the business. Estelita told her all the business. So some of this is blamed on Estelita as well. You know, the Panamanian princess. Panama princess. I don't know what she is. So, moving on from that situation. So, now we get to, you know, Shooter's having his little event. He's having his rally. And he's basically making signs and posters and things like that. So, you know, you have Sass there. You have Tobias is there. Keely's there, Jock is there, and also Shooter is there too as well. And they're making posters and signs and actually trying to, you know, where they're going to have the stage and things like that. And so then Ciara wasn't keen about going, but she ended up showing up for the pre-meeting, I guess. And as soon as she walks through the door in her all white, Keely throws a nice little marker. But if I was Keely, I would have hummed that marker just off the rip that you smacked me in the face with the pocketbook and you dragged me in the club on that nasty ass floor. So that marker would have been humming. I mean, I would have hummed it so hard it would have hurt. And so Ciara was like, what you throwing a mark at me? And you know, Keely was like that. I had to do something. The devil came through. The devil was coming through the door. So, and everybody's like, this is so disrespectful. This is a non-violent situation. This is a non-violence to keep the peace and all this other stuff and what we're standing for. And you, Keely, acting like this is really immature. You know, Ciara let it go. Of course Ciara let it go because she won the fight. She got the best of Keely. So of course she's good. So of course she could, you know, hold it in and be all cool cool. Keely got the short end of the stick, so that's why she was trying to show out. But you know, it is what it is. So Keely ultimately wasn't invited to the rally because, you know, Shooter was like, you came after my ex-wife. I still got love for her. So Keely's not able to go, but Keely got her little revenge with a marker. So we'll see if Keely and Ciara goes at it at the reunion, if Keely's actually at the reunion. So that would be interesting too as well. So I was like, damn, she should have hummed. I would have hummed like all of my, because if you would have smacked me in the face with pocketbook and dragged me on the club floor. So Ciara was like, whatever. So Ciara's still going to keep her cool, and she's still going to go to the rally regardless if Keely was going to be there or not. But, you know, she gets to the rally and finds out that Keely's not going to be there. So, but at least she was there to support. And, you know, it's nice to see everybody out there trying to end gun violence and try to do, you know, we got to find something else for our kids, because we're losing our kids through police violence, police killing our kids, and then, you know, crime in the neighborhood and poverty. So it was a really good thing that he's trying to do that too as well. And he also mentioned that his son wasn't in the streets. His son wasn't in like no gun violence or no gang or no nothing like that. It was just a misunderstanding over $35, and he lost his life, which is a sad situation. So the rally's going on. We got Tokyo. She's performing her song Best Friend. You know, the people in the crowd like it. She's doing her thing. She's twerking it. She's shaking it. The song sounds good. Everything's cool. We have Rashida. We have Erica. And then we have Spice. And we have Kurt shows up. And then they're talking about the invitation from Tommie. Get an invitation from Tommie. Tommie's having them to come to her thing because she wants to have, you know, she got to apologize to everybody and let everybody know that she's different and she's safe so they can actually film with her. So anyways, Kurt shows up, and Kurt's there, and he tries to hug Erica, which is Scrappy's baby's mama. She was like, no, you can't hug me. You can't touch me. I got problems with you. And he was like, and so, you know, Kurt was like, well, I'm a human being. I made mistakes. She was like, you made several. I was like, oh, shit. Erica's more mad at Kurt than Rashida is. And that's when Spice jumped in and was like, you better be glad I'm not your wife, because look at this. She started jumping up like, yo, I would have beat that ass. So Kurt was like, okay, I understand. So they have their little conversation. They talk about Tommie and the good things going on to see what's going to happen with Tommie with her invitation. So it's supposed to be all good. And then we have, you know, Ciara, she talks to Carly. They're all good. They're having a conversation, just chit-chatting, just shooting the shits. And then so we see Stevie J. He walks up to, you know, Erica Mena and Tokyo having a conversation. Erica Mena's all up in Tokyo's face like a puppy dog or whatever, like like she run a roast Tokyo on a grill or something. I have no idea. The way she was just staring at her like, oh. Like, well, come on, Erica, stop with the fake shit. So then Stevie J confronts her, and Stevie J is not too happy with her. And Stevie J was like, yeah, you're talking shit, you're doing this, you're talking about this, you're talking about that. So basically he was like, you know, you're coming after my daughter, disrespecting my family, and all this other stuff. And she was like, I ain't got time for that. And Stevie J was like, yo, listen, I didn't say that you couldn't sing. I was just asking if you could sing or not. And Erica Mena was like, no, mother, after you said I can't sing, blah, 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 and all that other stuff. And so, know how she talks so fast. And so Erica Mena was like, you know, I heard you was talking about me to producers and shit like that, saying I can't sing. He was like, no, she said you got it wrong. I didn't say that. I just wanted to know if you could sing because I never heard you sing. So then that situation goes terribly wrong. Erica's cussing him out. They're arguing, and then all of a sudden Tokyo was like, oh, here comes number two. And then that's when, you know, none other than Rich Dollaz, he walked into the event looking really healthy, I might add. He walked in looking very, very healthy and a lot younger. So he walked in, he was like, hey, what's up, Erica Mena, what's good? And she's looking at him, she was like, yo, we both from New York, we shouldn't be on this dumb shit with this dude or whatever. And she was like, yo, you know, he was talking about, Stevie J was talking about you two as well when he was trying to sign me, talking about you didn't do nothing for me. And then also he said it's like apples and oranges, and they both, Stevie J and, you know, Rich Dollaz both laughed at Erica Mena and was like, no, it's like apples and prunes. Something like that. I think he said apples and prunes, which is much worse. I thought apples and raisins was much worse, but so then they're having that. So then they're going back and forth, and then she was like, "Oh," so Rich Dollaz was like, "You keep my name in your mouth, saying I didn't do nothing for you, I didn't do this, and I didn't do that." And this is like 5 years, and they haven't seen each other in 5 years. But we know this was all kind of like set up between probably Rich Dollaz and Erica Mena. But the situation with Stevie J and Erica Mena is real. It seems like it's a real salty situation. I don't think Erica Mena cares about Estelita that much and what Stevie J is probably doing to Estelita. I don't know why she's real salty towards Stevie J. I think it's much more than just the Estelita, situation talking about Stevie and whatever, because nobody else is upset like that. Not even Spice when she heard the news when, Estelita was crying and saying Stevie J was this and Stevie J was that, but yet she's all hugged up with him, back with him, living with him, being with him, fighting for him, got his back and all this other stuff. So why is Erica Mena still so saucy? I think there's some underlying shit going on that we don't know that happened off camera and VH1 probably don't. I don't know. It just seems like it's too much for that animosity. But Erica Mena was running off at the mouth with the DM, and then she did cuss out, or she insinuated to kind of like fight, Savannah, and that's his baby daughter. And so Stevie J was like, "Yo, you trying to talk, you coming at my daughter, whatever, but you don't want nobody talking about your son." And so then Rich Dollaz is getting at her. So Stevie J's calling her a bitch, calling her a whore, and things like that, which makes him look bad for doing that. But it is true what he's saying about her, but it makes it it makes him look bad by saying it, because he has daughters. He just had his little daughter Bella Bonna in his hand at the end of the episode, and he has daughters and stuff like that. So for him to be calling her out her name like that, which is true, but to do it on national TV makes him look bad, makes him look like a bad man too as well. So then Rich Dollaz was like, "Yo, don't lie on me, don't say this about me. I helped you, I did stuff for you nobody else would do for you. I did this and I did that." And so they're basically kind of like double teaming Erica Mena. So she's running, she's getting out the way, she's bouncing, she get into the van, and Rich Dollaz was like, "That's what she always do, run. I know her better than anybody. That's what she does. She talks shit, she starts shit, and then she bounces. That's just what she does." I was like, okay. And so we have Tommie saying her prayers or whatever. When she's saying her prayers to God, like everything go well. And she said, "God, please don't let these bitches get on my nerve and let these bitches be cool." And I was like, yo, that's how you talk to God? I was like, okay. She said, please, Lord. She said, "Except for the bitches that I don't like or whatever." So she's using bitch and God and everything like that. So I was like, okay, you go. So she goes there. She sounds kind of normal, whatever. I don't know. It sounds like she's still kind of off, but I don't think it's alcohol. But so she's there. She shows up and she apologized to everybody. She comes in her lime green suit with all her ass hanging out, like she was going to the beach from the back, and in the front she was going to dance on the stage, like do like choreography, doing some shit like that, but not like a stripper. She hugged Spice, and her and Spice make up. They cry. They showed a music video. The music video looked lit. I couldn't really understand what was going on with the song, but the beat sound lit, but the words I really couldn't understand or whatever. But we know Spice is an international artist, so the music is probably pretty good, but I really couldn't hear it. I really couldn't understand. I just couldn't hear the beat. So they're all good and fine. So then we got Jessica Dime. She's on her way to the doctor's, and she's about to have her baby. And she called, Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie's going to show up and be there for her. She's about to have her baby girl, and she does. Sean is there. It's not like having a baby with your fiance and your husband and your man in the room with you, so you can feel like the day that this child was born, I wasn't alone, baby. So that's all good. So I like that situation. So everybody's, Rashida's happy that she's back with, Kurt and doing her store with Press. Jock is happy that he got his hair salon and he's looking good with his hairstyle. And now we have Carly Red. She's doing, sex toys. She's trying to do something. She's a hustler. She's trying to make it. And then we see, Jessica Diamond, her baby. They look beautiful. And he's with Sean. She's with Sean, her father. It looks good. The baby looks so good on his chest and shit like that. So that was nice too as well. We have Spice. She misses her 2 kids, but she's gonna get back home to him soon. and she apologized to herself and everybody else for getting into other people's drama. So she's just going to focus on the music, and that's it. And she was fixing up her apartment, so she's doing good. And so, you know, Tommie is pouring out liquor. She's not drinking. Why did she have the 2 bottles? She's supposed to been stop drinking. We don't supposed to see her pouring out bottles, but I guess this is just for filming. So she's pouring out the liquor, and she's going to prove to everybody that she's somebody, that she can be somebody. Tommie had a really, when you talk about difficult, hard, triumph life, Tommie has had it. So you can't really expect too much from her. But one thing that, you know, is really important, that is that, you know, she's not trying to mess with this opportunity or what she can get from this opportunity with Love and Hip Hop, where she can branch off and do other things. So she's going to put the alcohol down while she's filming, and that shows courage, you know. And if she wants to be there for her mom too as well, because her mom is sick, and now she's probably realizing, seeing that she can end up just like her mom from all the alcohol abuse, because it does destroy you. But it's very addictive, especially if you're going through pains and trials and tribulation. It looks like Tommie's living her best life on IG and everywhere else, but we know she's suffering through demons, because there's no way a young, beautiful woman with all her kids will be continuing to get that sick, drunk. I mean, really tore up drunk, where she can't remember falling over trying to fight people. And that's not the only time. Like this summer, she got, you know, earlier this winter, she got into a fight at the club with somebody's baby's mother and me at the studio because of the alcoholism. So anyways, peace. I'm out. One love.